These are 10 of Mizoram's top startups, and we're going to start off by taking a look at one that's empowering the rest, TiLi, short for Tharthilthlentu. TiLi is Mizoram's first private incubator and the first incubator in the state to be approved by Startup India, and it was started by LTL Fela and Mark Lalduhsaka towards the end of 2020. And the interesting thing here is that TiLi is actually an NGO. They basically act as a one-stop shop for startups, so if an entrepreneur only needs space to work, then they offer a co-working space kind of like WeWork, but if they actually want help building their business, then TiLi even incubates them too, helping them with everything from mentorship to raising capital. In fact, they've even partnered with Zonet Cable TV to produce Mizoram's own version of Shark Tank called Chengrang Ngenmu. And this show, the name of which translates to gun and bullet, has already completed 3 successful seasons. TiLi is on a mission to create successful entrepreneurs from Mizoram, and they even have a school program called TiLi Entrepreneurial Mindset Curriculum to foster entrepreneurial thinking among students. But that's not the only thing that they're doing, because LTL Fela is also running his own startup called Adumavar, which was launched in 2023, and this is a local content platform that has news, classifieds, listings, and polls, and it's already been downloaded by more than 20,000 people. Moving on now to the next company in this list, we have financial literacy startup Peipung Edu-tech. Founded by Huxley Colney and Johny Lalramdina Pachuau, Peipung Edu-tech is solving a unique problem in Mizoram. See, Mizoram has a high literacy rate of over 90%, but financial literacy in the state is still extremely low at 1.4%, and that's exactly what Peipung wants to change with their edtech platform. As a form of distribution and marketing, they have a YouTube channel where they teach the basics of stock trading and investing in Mizo, and then for people who want to go deeper, they offer multiple gamified courses and stock market simulations, as well as live classes to prepare their customers for real-life investing. They call this Peipung Masterclass, and also they're the first edtech company in the entire state, and they were also a finalist on that show that I mentioned earlier, Gun and Bullet Season 3, where they won the People's Choice Award. In FY23, this startup, which consists of 2 founders and 2 employees, generated 10 lakh rupees from the 300 customers that they provided their courses to, and they're profitable too. With regards to their future plans, Peipung Edu-tech is aiming to be the first Mizo company to go public. Moving on now, we have sustainable clothing brand Lêlen. While pursuing her bachelor's degree in fashion design, Arvan Laurenswali got to know the huge environmental impact of fast fashion. This industry is the second largest consumer of water in the world and contributes about 10% of all carbon emissions globally. In 2022, Lêlen's founder, who also goes by the name Rini, had 2 goals. 1, to promote local Mizo culture, and 2, to build an eco-friendly brand while doing it. When Lêlen started selling bamboo-based towels and bathrobes, they were the first brand in Mizoram to do so, and they've since expanded to other SKUs like t-shirts and handbags which use organic cotton and upcycled waste textiles respectively. And these are sewn in Aizawl by single mothers and underprivileged women in an effort to increase the brand's social sustainability too. The company is incubated under Mizoram University, has 7 employees, and fun fact, their towels were chosen as gifts for the G20 Summit's B20 conference delegates while they were in Aizawl. Alright, moving on to the next company in this list, we have WhatsApp-based online delivery platform Tirh Koh Dâwla. Started in 2019 with just 2 employees, this is a platform that offers personal shopping assistance similar to Dunzo, but specifically for the Mizoram market. All you have to do is send your shopping list to them on WhatsApp, and their delivery partner will pick up everything for you, be it groceries, medicine, or even restaurant food, and deliver it right to your doorstep. And this startup has also partnered with Doorbell Mizoram to expand into home services similar to Urban Company. Tirh Koh Dâwla has a solid offline presence and a direct connection with their customers, while Doorbell Mizoram has the technology expertise required for scale. These 2 are now trying to build an all-in-one platform where Mizo people can access every service from their fingertips, and they currently have 45 delivery agents and do between 300 and 400 deliveries every single day. Next up, we have Mizoram's own specialty farm-to-cup coffee brand Tribeland Coffee Roasters. Founded by PB Lauren Fela in 2019, Tribeland Coffee Roasters started working with local farmers to help them with the production of quality coffee beans, but soon they realized that there actually weren't a lot of coffee brands in Mizoram. So after 3 years of market research, they decided to launch their own brand and started roasting these coffee beans, packaging them, and selling them through Tribeland's website directly to customers. And about 30% of these customers are other businesses, so we're talking B2B beans here. Then 5% are D2C via the company's website, and the remaining 65% are offline sales because Tribeland opened their first offline cafe inside of Mizoram University after securing funds from Mizoram's Central Agricultural University's Raftar Agribusiness Incubator, or Rabi Mizoram. Today, Today they have 2 cafes in the state selling freshly roasted coffee sourced from nearly 250 local Mizo farmers, and they're doing revenue of 12 lakh rupees with 8 employees. Also, while Tribeland Coffee Roaster started as a local brand, they're now selling their coffee beans across the country and even internationally too, in Japan, New Zealand, and Germany. Alright, moving on now, we have Lersia Play, which is an OTT platform exclusively built for Mizo movies and TV series. Founded by Mapuya Tsongtu, Lersia Play is actually a joint venture between Mapuya's production company, Lêlen Pictures, and a software development company called Lêlen Consulting. Now, something unique about Lersia's business model is that unlike Netflix or Amazon Prime Video, which charge a fixed subscription fee whether you watch the content or not, Lersia uses a pay-per-view model, meaning that you only have to pay for what you watch. Charges can range anywhere between 40 and 500 rupees and also vary depending on video quality. So you're going to pay less for 720p than 1080p, for example. And the app was launched in 2021 and it's already been downloaded by more than 100,000 people. That's 1 lakh people. Lersia carefully curates the movies that it showcases on its platform, and all of Lêlen Pictures content is exclusively available on their app. Today, more than 50 movies and TV shows are available on their platform, and they're extremely popular in Mizoram. Alright, up next on this list we have skincare brand Lawm from the Hills. Founded by Peipung Mar in 2021, Lawm from the Hills is selling 100% vegan skincare products online on Amazon and across multiple offline locations in Aizawl. Lawm in Mizo means joy, and staying true to their name, the company is making products that are effective and also affordable for their users. The startup currently consists of a team of 3 full-time employees and 1 part-timer, and something unique about Lawm from the Hills is that they don't have a wide range of products like most skincare brands, but rather a selection of just a few products. Why? Well, unlike a lot of startups that move in multiple directions and burn a lot of money on R&D, Lawm from the Hills is strategically taking things slow. They want to make sure that whichever products they're launching, such as their sunscreen, cleansers, and oils, appeal to customers in the Mizo market in terms of formulation and effectiveness, and also, like I said earlier, pricing. In other words, they want to get the fundamentals of their products and brand right first from day one before starting to think about expansion. And here's something else that I really like about this company. They work directly with tribal farmers in the region, sourcing ingredients and providing a livelihood to them. Moving on to the next company in this list, we have Famcart, and this company is barely a year old, having launched their app in November of 2022, but they're already making waves in the state. Started by Lalduhsaka and his co-founder Dr. Francis Lawm, this startup is on a mission to build a fresh vegetable supply chain in Mizoram. And if you're watching this video and you're not Mizo, then you might not understand why this is an issue, because you'd assume that there would already be existing fresh vegetable supply chains in the state, right? Well, actually, no. See, Mizoram faces challenges in the agricultural sector, with a significant portion of fruits and vegetables being imported from neighboring states and even international sources. For the most part, farming practices in the state are subsistence-oriented, leading to an unorganized market with a dependence on small local production clusters, and most farmers are marginal, resulting in low production volumes and an absence of commercial focus. So, how is Famcart planning on fixing this? Well, their strategy revolves around connecting local farmers directly with end consumers, i.e. the farm-to-fork model. By choosing this model, they provide farmers with higher margins, allowing them to offset gate prices and enhance competitiveness in the local market. Now, obviously, to do this, Famcart is going to have to do some pretty heavy lifting. They have to educate farmers on why this new approach is better, and also they need to build this entirely new supply chain from scratch, which of course is an uphill battle, which is why Famcart is currently operating at a loss. That said, they have shown positive signs in the last 2 quarters, indicating a healthy cash flow, and their user base comprises 3,500 registered users with a consistent monthly growth. They're also launching a brick-and-mortar offline store, which will likely be the first of many, and currently Famcart has 8 team members for operations, including 3 in the tech department, but with the opening of this offline store, the team is set to expand to 15 members. Coming up next, we have online ticket booking platform Triket. They started things off as a B2C company, hosting an event called Aizawl Sundowner, which was a proof of concept to iron out any issues with their service, but now they're transitioning into becoming a B2B offering for event organizers to manage ticket sales and streamline event entry processes through QR codes, e-tickets, and automated payment records. The first of these B2B events is called Local Festival in December of 2023, and one thing that attendees have enjoyed about this platform so far over existing solutions like Book My Show is the fact that they don't need to make an account or log in before booking a ticket, making the ticket booking experience fast and simple. Now, it is worth noting here that this isn't RC Consultancy's first rodeo. They have another platform, Olivia Care, which they launched in 2021, and Olivia Care is an online consultation platform for patients to find and book virtual appointments with healthcare professionals. But I want to backtrack here for just a second because earlier I mentioned local festival, and that actually brings us to our 10th and final startup in this video, which I was saving for the end because it's a really interesting story, and it's one that resonates with me as a non-Indian entrepreneur who is married to a Mizo. So Zomoy Kyungtae, who is Indian, and Felipe Rodriguez, who is American, were both working in the United States. Zomoy worked as a technology consultant with Accenture, and Felipe worked as a product developer at Unilever. Then though, they made a big decision. They moved to India, and then in 2018, they started the first craft brewery in Northeast India called Mizo Brewery. And things were going pretty well for their business, but then disaster struck in May of 2019 when Mizoram suddenly became a dry state, and sadly, Mizo Brewery's business dried up with it. This was devastating for Zomoy and Felipe, who had invested so much time, money, and passion into building their brand. But rather than giving up, from the ashes of Mizo Brewery, they launched a new brand called Local All Natural Soda. This is an FMCG startup that makes carbonated beverages using ingredients sourced directly from farms across the state. They process these at their manufacturing plant, which they had originally set up for Mizo Brewery, and these are actually craft sodas. They're prepared in small batches to provide a unique and refreshing taste in every bottle. And one of the reasons why I wanted to include local in this video is that they're actually one of the few brands in Mizoram that's actually not just local. You can buy their soda in 6 states across India, including Delhi, and they're also planning on expanding into southern and western Indian metro cities very soon too. Apart from Delhi, you can find them in Dimapur, Shillong, and Guwahati, so they're building their startup in Mizoram, but they're exporting to the rest of India, which in my opinion is hugely inspiring. Currently, the company is valued at 10 crore rupees, or about $1.2 million, so if they sold the company today, they would be Mizo millionaires. And there you have it. Those are our picks for the top 10 startups in Mizoram. Now, if you want to check out our video on the top 10 startups in all of Northeast India, you can find a link to that video in the top right corner of your screen. I would highly recommend it. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.